We have them manual, we have them cordless, which are more so for regulations. They are getting rid of a lot of cords in a lot of areas. Then we also have motorized solutions as well.
You had me at motor.
Yeah.
Because that's fancy.
Just the one click away.
Yeah, and I can just say, hey, close. And then eventually, I'm assuming at some point, and I don't know if you guys have these solutions now, but like voice, close, and open.
Absolutely.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now you're speaking the language of bougie. I love it. So,
Be Nice Individuals Podcast.
hey folks, this is Thaddeus on the Be Nice Individuals Podcast, which is hosted here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. I have a very special guest in studio. It's Morgan Lynch from Blinds by Jason. Look, I've seen Blinds by Jason stuff all over the place. So when she said Blinds by Jason, I'm like, oh, I know you guys. You guys are doing a good job with getting out there in the community and having your brand out there. But Morgan, glad to have you in studio. How you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah. You were early, which I love.
Yeah.
I went out to my car actually to get a mint, and I saw her sitting there, and I'm like, are you Morgan? So Morgan, tell me about the company and how you came to it.
So we are a locally owned and operated blinds and plantation shutter company. We are located right in Bunnell. We have been in business for 18 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
And Jason's been in the industry for a while. I mean, he's been over 26 years since 1996 in the industry.
Dude.
So we have quite a bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
How I came into the shutters and blind industry was my mom I'm third generation. My mom does soft treatments.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, so I came in contact to window treatments through my mom.
So what you're saying to me, an audience, I know you're listening, is you had no choice. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in my blood.
Yeah, so Morgan, she was born, and they're like, okay, you're going to be into window treatments and stuff. Now, window treatments are important down here, not just for look, but help keep out some of that sunlight. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of different products that help keep a lot of the sun rays out, as far as we have heat efficiency products to help keep it a little cooler inside. We even also have products to help keep it a little cooler outside. Vice versa, it helps keep the cool out when it's cold out.
Sure.
And then we also have blackout products to help keep the sun from shining in so bright, whether it's a glare on the TV or if you work a night job and you need to sleep throughout the day.
Yeah.
So it provides a lot more comfortability throughout the house or even outside, say on a patio. Say if you have an outdoor grill area and you don't want that direct sunlight and the UVs eating you up while you're outside enjoying your time. We also have different products to help keep that down as well.
Let's talk about that first product that you were mentioning, the energy efficient product. Tell me what that product is.
So that product would be a cellular shade.
Okay.
That's really what I like to as a go-to product for anything energy efficiency. I mean, they're really known. That's what they're known to do. The honeycomb cells throughout those cellular shades help reduce heat, that also reduce coolness. In Florida, more so reduce that heat factor by very big percentages, depending on which product you choose.
Now, is that a product that comes down during the day, or how does that work?
So it is usually a horizontal product. We can get it in a vertical as well.
Okay, so it comes across.
Yeah, we have a vertical solution. It is known as a slide view that slides across the sliding glass door, or we also have the honeycomb cellular shade, which goes down horizontally as well.
Yeah.
We have them manual, we have them cordless, which are more so for regulations. They are getting rid of a lot of cords in a lot of areas. Then we also have motorized solutions as well.
You had me at motor.
Yeah.
Because that's fancy.
Just the one click away.
Yeah, and I can just say, hey, close. And then eventually, I'm assuming at some point, and I don't know if you guys have these solutions now, but like voice, close, and open.
Absolutely.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now you're speaking the language of bougie. I love it. So tell me about the night shades and stuff too, because one of the things I didn't say, and it might have come up on previous pops. Actually, I know it's come up on previous podcasts where I talked about law enforcement, but I don't know if I said that I worked the night shift back in St. Louis, and I never found a product really that just got me in my cave.
Right.
So tell me about your blackout solutions for people that are working the night shift, or maybe they just don't want as much sunlight coming in.
So we have quite a few different products. I mean, we could go most cost efficient way, which would be with a roller shade, which we would have to then implement side channels if they want total blackout. Same as with a cell shade. Cellular shades would be the next step up. I think they're much softer and prettier to look at.
I like it.
They do come with side channels as well. If you really want that total blackout feel, you always want to make sure you have the side channels so they lock down into that to get that tight closure.
Yeah, I know what that means, because I was trying to create my own side channels. And no, it doesn't work as good when you're trying to, but side channels, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to try and define it. So, yeah, you have like a shake that comes down, but there's always those peaks of light on the side.
Right.
And you really have to have another product kind of there to kind of close up that. And so the channels are going to be directly kind of on the frame.
Absolutely.
And the shade is going to come down kind of in the middle of the thing. Is that right?
Exactly. It's just like a C channel that's going to go either on the exterior edge or the interior edge, and the shade will slide right down into that and lock in for a tight closure. Yeah.
Now, you guys do other things too. Did we talk about Plantation shutters yet? I don't think you brought it up.
We have not spoken about Plantation shutters yet. We do a lot of Plantation shutters. Everybody wants Plantation shutters nowadays. They're beautiful.
Yeah, especially down here, it just melds very well. And one of the things I like about the Plantation shutters is you're not like rolling something up necessarily. They kind of just do one of these numbers, right?
Oh yeah, they're a piece of furniture. So it gives the whole environment a whole completely different look.
It does.
It keeps it very coastal. We also have some ways to keep it very traditional as well.
Okay. Tell me more about the coastal versus traditional.
So what we like to do is usually try to do about a 4.5-inch louver to keep that coastal look.
Louver.
The louver is the actual slat on the Plantation shutter that opens. We like to keep that with that coastal look. And then do a 3.5 if you want to do more traditional.
Okay.
With a standard tilt, which is that little stick on the front of the shutter. That would keep it more of a traditional look.
Interesting. I didn't know that just by changing kind of the size, you're going to have more of a coastal versus traditional.
Yeah.
Just with coastal, is it just more the beachy, or how do you define that?
It really gives you more of like that Bahama feel, like you know the Bahama chairs that you sit in, stand on the beach. It's the same view as with you have a shutter inside, just very coastal. Bahama feel.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it. So you came to Blinds by Jason because you had no choice. And I've told the audience that you had no choice because you're third generation. And you came there though. What really stands out and helps you to continue to stay there? Because you have choices, obviously, in different window treatment options. But tell me kind of what is one of the things that is amazing about the company.
I have a lot of growth room in the company. When I started with Jason, I still was learning a lot of the different products. There's still some things that I am learning about, but Jason gives me a huge playing field as far as teaching me, learning, and growing. Every day I'm constantly learning and growing with the company, and I just feel like there's a lot of potential there to expand my knowledge in the window treatment industry.
Absolutely. And you were talking, this is a nice segue probably, you were talking about growth specifically with the company. Do you have some type of announcement you want to make about the growth of the company specifically?
Yes. So Jason has just recently acquired a new business. It is actually Roll Screen of Florida by Jason. So we will now offer exterior zip screens and exterior roller shades, which are really awesome. A new feature to add to your garage or your patio or lanai or whatnot. The same thing that I was talking about with the exterior kitchens. If you're sitting by the pool and you don't want those UVs coming in, those exterior zip screens are going to be a great application to add to your exterior openings.
Okay. So I've seen some of that before, as far as people sit in their garage and they have kind of the screen.
Right.
So it helps with the sun. Does it happen to help with like bugs as well?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Tell me
we
more
have
about that.
a couple different applications. So if we did like a tighter percentage in a screen, like a 5%, 1%, 10%, that's really going to keep out a lot of the UV rays, all that good stuff. But if we went up to like a 40, 60 nano screen, those are going to help keep the bugs out, keep the airflow coming in, and really just, they all definitely help keep the bugs out.
Yeah.
As far as screen wise, but as far as keeping the airflow coming in, the 40, 60 nano screen's a really great screen to have.
It's nice that you guys have acquired this other company too, because now we can think Blinds by Jason or all kind of screens, enclosures, that sort of thing. And by enclosures, I'm not talking about like the pool enclosures necessarily, but like say you have that outdoor kitchen. Now you can enclose it with a kind of a screen, so to speak, so we can keep out those mosquitoes and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Because you want to enjoy your outdoor space.
Right.
And you can't really do that when you have a mass of mosquitoes attacking you and your guests.
Absolutely.
Like when I first got here to Palm Coast, so I'm not originally from here, from St. Louis, but I was walking my dog and I was walking down the street, and you just walk through a whole swarm of gnats or whatever. I'm like, this is terrifying. It's because it's warm all year round, and so they don't die off as much, I guess. So having that solution to those problems of that outdoor space is super cool, and I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it does. It's a big difference once you have the screen implemented.
Yeah. So what's one of the coolest products that you carry that you love? Like, what's the cool thing that you have that is like your go-to? I love this product. This is cool.
I mean, I really love the cellular shade. That is that's my 100% favorite product. I like how they condense up really small into about 4 inches. I like how they're super energy efficient. I like that they give it a super soft look in the room. They're just really clean. And then I'd also say the exterior zip screen. I've always admired them when we used to go through other companies. But now that we manufacture them our own, I love it. It's so exciting to learn the product. The fact that it zippers down into side channels. And then you can still see out and see your view, but have that UV protection. Those are really cool. That's
cool though, especially now you can, well, I'm sure you had it before where you can vouch for this other company, but now it's all in-house. You don't have to try and coordinate with an outside company. It's just all there, which is amazing for the brand itself.
Absolutely.
It's all Blinds by Jason. So what is one of the things on the horizon? I don't know if you can give away any things that you're looking to do or how your growth is going to be increased in the next, let's say, year or so. What are you looking to do or connect with? That sort of thing. Businesses, people,
growth wise, that's a hard question.
Well, are you going to get out in the community more? I know Blinds by Jason is really out there, but like personally, what are you looking for in the next year or so? What's your goal?
I'd definitely like to be more out there, definitely get a little bit better with our Facebook advertisement, just get more out there as far as Blinds by Jason in your face. Or even, better at speaking, talking, and in the bigger groups.
Well, Morgan, I just want to say, as part of the audience, you're killing it. So you said that you were nervous, but no one's seeing it. I think you're doing awesome. So you want to get more out into the groups and such, though? Yeah. Now, are you trying to get connected to businesses as well? Do you guys do like commercial by chance?
I definitely, especially on the exterior part of it. I know Jason was speaking. He'd like to go reach a little bit further out with that company as far as commercial wise. We try to do as much commercial as we possibly can.
I have an idea. Audience, you're out there. anybody that does outside kitchens, Blinds by Jason, I think that will be a partnership made in heaven, because you guys are putting in like the outdoor grills, the other companies, not Blinds by Jason. But hey, at the same time, people might want to use that outdoor grill in that outdoor space. It's a nice plug for Blinds by Jason. So I think more of those type of people would be fantastic for the new offerings that you guys have. So anything else, any other industries that would be great to connect with in your journey that you can think of? More like any like remodelers or anything like that?
Yeah, anybody who's doing remodeling, maybe replacing windows. A lot of people who replace their windows when they have to get their window treatments taken out, they're either older and brittle, or they just can't reinstall over that same application.
Sure.
So that would be great for them to reach out to us. Always refer our name. We're always there to help. Also remove and reinstall anything as well.
Yeah. And for the people out there, the audience, would you throw out your contact information so they can get in contact with you to have those great window treatment options and the screens for the outside area?
Absolutely. So my name is Morgan with Blinds by Jason. You can give our office a call at 386-445-5611.
Okay. Guys, in Florida, it's nice to have those nice plantation shutters, or you said something about like the sunshade type things. It's cool. It really enhances the windows themselves. A lot of houses now are built without window treatments because that's a freaking added cost. And so don't cheap out and just go to Home Depot and get some blinds, because look, at the end of the day, you're going to be looking at those things for a very, very long time. And so you want a product that you're not going to be ashamed to look at, and you're not going to be ashamed of having your guests look at when they come to your home. Also, for those outdoor areas where you might have an outdoor kitchen, or maybe you just like to hang out in your garage, they have those offerings now all in-house where they can create you a nice screen so you can block out some of the sunlight, or block out that swarm of mosquitoes that we often get here in Florida. So make sure you guys reach out to Morgan at Blinds by Jason so you can get that process started. So again, this has been Thaddeus and Morgan on the Be Nice Individuals podcast, which is hosted here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. Again, this is a space for businesses to come in. We have space for you where you can shout out your business, just kind of like what me and Morgan did. We also have space for individuals where you can come in, shout out your ideas. Maybe you want to reach a larger audience and you want to use professional equipment. We got you. Or, and I say this all the time, I want a freaking political candidate in here to go live. I want you, political candidate, to go live, or a politician, you can already be in office. Go live and have our call-in features activated. It will be super cool, super transparent. It'll be a great way to actually reach your audience. But again, this has been Thaddeus on the Be Nice Individuals podcast, hosted here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. We'll see you next time.